Well, hey folks, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Old Man in the Land of Grills. Yeah, we do modifications in the Land of Grills too. So you're looking at this and say, this is on the Char-Griller 980, and this is a 2-inch extension of the fan to get that flapper a little bit further away, and it also gives you a grate in there to protect any charcoal from getting down there. So we're going to talk about this a little bit more. Why did I put this on? You've watched my videos and you've seen me say that I haven't had an issue with my flapper. I haven't. This is for those of you who say that you have issues, and I'm not doubting that you do have issues with it. I'm just saying that, hey, I haven't, and I did about a whole bunch of videos, including burning wood, having several chunks down in the ash pan, and opening the door while I was running, and which gave it a big woof of oxygen and this whoosh and fire, and no issues. So, you know, I don't doubt that it's happening. For those of you that are concerned about it, this guy makes a modification that pushes that flapper 2 inches back that way, and also leaves a screen so no burning chunks or anything can get in. Embers could still get in there. We're going to take a closer look at this. I'm going to show you how I installed it, and then at the end we're going to fire up and see, you know, put some wood chunks in there, get them going nice and hot, and see how it works. All right, before we show you how we installed it, just want to show you what it looks like on the inside. And then the flapper is 2 inches back from that piece right there. So now let's go into the installation. Okay, so here it is on mine. It's LLS- I'll leave the link down below, mods.com. Like I said, the guy's name is Luke. It's a one-man show, American made, stainless steel. That is pretty cool. It's 80 bucks. And you can see he moves it out 2 inches. And then he's got some stuff in there that the lawyer's right about, does not your flap and all that. But if you're looking for some of the other mods, and see, he does master built mods, and you know, other mods is what this is under. So this is my favorite one for the Char-Griller 980, and that's the that shelf. I think that, I don't know, for me it's a must-have. When I got it, I said, oh man, I really like this a lot, and it just stays on the grill, and then it works phenomenally well, because I like to cook on the top shelf, then put a grease drip tray with water in it. So, you know, especially with these grills, you're doing low and slow a lot. You know, obviously if I'm doing hot and fast, that all comes off and I cook on the grates. Let's keep on going here. So this is how it comes. It comes to screw. Now this is stainless steel, and this is some nice, I'll tell you what, this is nice workmanship. Look at them welds. I mean, there's a lot of thought going on here, and I'm very, very impressed with it. This is probably going to outlast the grill, in my opinion. But let's start putting it on. He even put his LSS mods on there. Pretty cool. All right, so Luke does give you instructions, and I'm going to go through these instructions to do it. But if you put your grill together, then this should be all familiar. You start by taking this nut off, and then you bend this flap up, and that's where that electrical plug is that you'll need to unplug. And then we're just going to take the fan off. And I've already showed you in the video that I did when I put a different flap on to show you folks how the flap gets replaced. All right, so I showed you that screw to take off. Now my plug is kind of buried in there. So these two screws get loosened up, and then just this chase then comes off like that. Then we have full access, makes it a little bit easier to get to your plug. And this is the plug they're talking about. So this is the plug you just need to pull out like that. And then you are disconnected from your main wiring harness, and now the fan can be removed. So there's just 3 more screws to take out. That one, and that one. We already took that one off in order to get the wire chase out, and then the fan will be free. So we're going to take the bottom ones, the 2 bottom ones off first, and then loosen up the top one, and then I'll just use my hand to hold it so it doesn't fall off. All right, then we'll just take top one off here, hold it in at the same time, and then it should just come right off. Yeah, just like that. And there's the flapper right there. See it? The old flapper. There she is. So save all this, and now we're gonna put the mod on. All right, so with the fan off, you can see, now Luke talks about saving that gasket, but you said, hey Tom, there's an extra gasket. Well, you know, I was thinking, and it looks very familiar. And yeah, the guy who put it together, me, installed that gasket. So that's a gasket that I put on. I'm gonna do the same thing. And Luke, I'm sorry, I'm a belt and suspender kind of guy. And so I'm going to put a gasket on the other side, just ensure that it works. A lot of people ask me what I use, and this is stuff you get it off Amazon. It's called Fire Black. It's 1/2 by 1/8 inch, and if you're wondering what the nail's for, when I get it on there, you got those holes. So I'll just use a finishing nail, and I'll just poke through right there, and you don't have to worry about drilling the holes because then your screws will find its way right through there. So let's get to installing. See, I've got that on just with 3 of them loose, and now it's time to put that chase back on for the electrical. And I was thinking about the plug. You know, a lot of people are going to complain, well, how can I protect that from the elements? So I started looking through some of my heat shrink kits, and for some reason, I got this monster right here that I don't know, came in one of the kits, and it does fit over it. I just don't know if it's going to shrink down enough, but we are going to put it on there and see if that'll work to make that a little bit more weatherproof. All right, so at this point, I've put this chase back on, and that top hole there is where the plug's going to come out of. And I'm just holding this up to make sure that I got enough room to plug that in, which I do. So that means I'm okay to fold this part over and reinstall it. All right, it's probably the most delicate part of the job because you got to get this wire too has got to go through the same little notch that this plug has got to go through. So it just take your time, and I've got all 4 screws back in, and I'm going to snug them up now. You don't want to get tight, just a little bit better than snug. We're wondering what size socket it is. It's a 11 millimeter, and I just used a screwdriver to get it tight, and then give it a turn just to snug things up. You don't want it tight, like I said, snug. All right, before I put the fan back on, and take the opportunity to take a look at the flapper. The flapper's still in good shape, and took a look at the fan too. There's no meltage or anything going on down there either. So now we're going to put this on. All right, fan's back on. Those are the bolts you use in there are they got lock washers built right into them. So snug it up. You don't want to get it tight. I did plug things back on, and before I try the heat shrink, which I don't think is going to work, I just want to turn on the grill and make sure that I have don't have an error code. Good. So no error codes. That means all the little pins that are in that plug all made proper contact. So that's a good thing. We will now try some heat shrink. Well, like I said, I didn't think it would work. It did work a little bit. And then while it was soft, I took some electrical tape on the end just to keep any moisture from getting in there. So I you know, better than nothing. What's left to do, huh? Fire it up. All right, wood chunks in the ash box. Fire burning above. Give you a look-see once we get her going. All right, got to set it, for some reason, I set her at 390, and holding 390 just fine. I haven't heard any leaks or anything that made me concerned about this. I don't even know if our chunks there are, this is dangerous. Nope, you can see there's fire. And it's not affecting anything in there. So close this back up. Probably going to shut it down real soon here. Hang on. I think we determined it does not affect the operation of the grill itself. So, folks, like I said, I haven't had issues with the flapper burning on my Char-Griller 980. I know some of you have had. And if you're looking for something that's going to help prevent that, this is it right here. LSS mods, folks, leave the link down below. I know it's going a little bit long. Thumbs up, leave a comment, as you always do. Thanks for watching.